6th annual Detroit Youth Summit is just around the corner, and joining us this afternoon to explain more about the event and its importance to our community is Life Leaders Executive Director Maria Franklin. Thanks for being on with us.
Thank you.
So first and foremost, tell us a little bit about Detroit Youth Summit. Why is it so significant to young Detroiters?
The Youth Summit is produced by Life Leaders, a workforce development nonprofit that services 14 to 24-year-old youth, and it's an outcome of our workforce training program where the youth produce, plan, ideate, and they just execute every part of the summit. It's huge for them because they get to apply what they're learning in a tangible way and have something to take away from it that they own. Where they're not only building themselves, but they're building their community and they're giving back to their peers.
We know behind the scenes just absolutely how much work and love gets poured into making this possible. What drives your passion for connecting youth with access to these opportunities?
Honestly, it's my lived experiences. Okay. You know, I got to be where I am today because of mentorship, because of training, and people opening the door for me, opportunities being open to me. And I know there's a great need out there for leadership development, and I just love to be able to give back in that way and develop people coming up behind me.
You're paying it forward. We'd
Yes.
love to hear that. How do the Excellent Corps Youth Life Leaders contribute to the planning and execution of the summit?
They do everything. They started with a design session to figure out what the topic will be. They moderate panel discussions. They facilitate breakout rooms. They do everything from registration to the close of the event. And so it truly is driven by the youth in the city of Detroit.
Speakers as well, right?
Yes.
Okay, who can we expect to hear from?
Super excited to have Leona Medley and Hillary Doe. Hillary Doe is the Chief Growth Officer for the state of Michigan. Leona Medley is the Executive Director of the Joe Louis Greenway here in Detroit, who are both really instrumental and influential in the way of talent retention, population growth, and community development in the city.
When students hear the word scholarship, they typically get pretty excited. Arguably, the parents get excited as well.
Yeah.
I read something in researching this about a scholarship marathon.
Yes, absolutely. So all of our programs are connected and they all fulfill a need of the youth. And we know that there's a lot of funding available for post-secondary education. The Scholarship Marathon is a way to create access to close the gap for the cost of attendance, the full cost of attendance for college. It's a program that I'm super proud of, to be able to let youth walk away having physically applied for scholarship dollars that they're now waiting to receive, report back on when they receive it. But then it helps them to really walk away. They walk away with over $300,000 of scholarship applications that they can apply for to fill their total gap for the cost of attendance to college.
If people want more information, where do they head?
Go to fueledbylife.org. You can register for our summit. You can inquire and get involved in our programming. You can volunteer. You can donate. We'd love to have the support of everyone who care about youth.
All right, Maria, thanks for being on with us this afternoon, and thanks for all that you do for the retention of our talent here in Detroit and economic growth in the city as well.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.